Who do they live with? Yes, this is going for both women and men. Who do they live with? If you're out here and you're dating, I'm going to give you some things to look out for when it comes to dating. And I feel like one of the most top 3 important questions to get answered is, who do they live with? And if they do tell you, are they telling the truth? We gonna get into it, but before we get into it, you guys know I have to do commercial time. Can I get a drum roll, please? Good morning, Instagram. And of course, good morning to the TikTok You Don't Stop. Good morning to all the beautiful podcast listeners out there. Shout out to y'all. Y'all really listening to me like, oh my God. And if you're watching me on YouTube, hey YouTube, okay? And yeah, just thank you for being here and thank you for listening to me. Now, for those of you who don't know, I gotta start doing intros, y'all. I feel like it's so ghetto when I don't do an intro. For those of you who don't know, hi, my name is Stacey P. This is my podcast platform, and we are currently discussing the dating series that I have once a week, aka every Wednesday. And yeah, today we're gonna be talking about who do they live with. Who do they live with? If you're dating somebody right now, I'm talking about beginner stages. No relationship, no commitment. Just literally y'all getting to know each other. Y'all might be going on your first date. Y'all haven't gone yet. Or y'all going on your first date. Like, I'm talking about the beginning stages, okay? Who do they live with? Do you know who they live with? And if you do you know if it's the truth? Because let me tell y'all something about dating in this generation. Yo, I have been through some ish. Yo, I'm telling y'all, like, you will be surprised how people just really be lying about who they live with. Like, it's not that deep. Speak your truth. Live your truth. Okay? Now, we going to start off with the bougie people first. Get them out the room. Okay? For my bougie people out there, that if you don't believe in... Well, this is mainly a women thing, because I feel like men don't really care too much. I'm not saying everyone, remember, nothing's 100%. But I feel like men don't really care too much if a woman still lives with her parents versus if a man still lives with his parents, right? So if him still living with his parents bother you, then that needs to be in the like beginning conversations when you're asking something to get to know somebody. Like, oh, what do you do for work? Da 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 da. And I'm not gonna lie, me personally, when it comes to the dating scene, I don't like when people ask me who do I live with. I don't like. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just I feel like you're trying to come into my kingdom, and the doors is closed here. So when it comes to that question, I'm kind of like skeptical. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what was the point of you asking that? So it really just depends. Because I know what it's like to be on both sides. I know what it's like to want to know, yo, who do they live with, and I know what it's like to answer it or don't really want to answer it because it's like, what are you asking me that for? But listen, I'm a type of person, I have sarcasm, okay? And I know how to speak. Knowing how to speak is power in life. So I would not ask that question through text. Don't ask the question through text. There's a lot of things you shouldn't ask through text, especially when it comes to the dating. But that question alone should not be brought up through text. It should be brought up when you guys are either in person or speaking through the phone, because they can hear the tone of your voice. They can hear the mood that you're in. Like, it just sets a totally different atmosphere for the question. And you want to make them comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You want this to be like a therapy session in case they try to tell you some ish, because you'll be surprised. You want this to be a therapy session, and you want them to open up. You want to get the candles lit in, and you know what I'm saying? You want to play the relaxing music. You want to get the mood, okay? Being sarcastic here, figure of speech. But yes, this is what you want to do. You don't want to just, who you live with? Moment of silence, because that's horrible. Yes. So no, this is what you want to do. Okay. Listen carefully now. If you wasn't listening to me these past 4 minutes, listen to this part. You can start it off with something that they could relate to. You can start it off with like a complaint or something like, oh, it's so cold in my house. I wish my landlord would turn on the heat. It's so annoying. And open up that door. And then, you ask them like, do you have that problem or whatever? Get them open. Ask them things, or try to get things that's in your house related to their household. Okay? Now, If they're skeptical, which I mean, like if they're on fence, they try to answer it with like one or two words, whatever, that's a red flag. That means that they hiding something. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody, this is my personal opinion. I think they hiding something. Cause I'm telling you right now, if somebody be like, yo, it's freezing in my house, da 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 da, my landlord, like they need to turn up the heat. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, for real? I'm gonna be like, dang, you making me grateful that they got the heat bumping up in here. You know what this is just, listen, I'm a very open person, and I know when somebody's being standoff, and I know when somebody's holding back. Okay? And if they over here like, oh, for real? Dang, that's crazy. Side eye. Side eye. I don't know. But besides the heat, right? We could break it down. We could break it down to private parking if you drive. Talk about driving, and then work your way into like, oh, do you got to do street parking? Do you have private parking? Whatever the case may be. Oh, do you build in house? Whatever. Try to ease up in there. Don't just go straight to who you live with, because it's just like it. No, like first of all, it's a personal question, but we got to find out this question. So you got to know how to do this detective work, okay, without making it look like it's detective work. You got to make it look like a casual conversation. You got to have game, okay? So, and sometimes they'll flat out ask you before you even ask them, who do you live with? And then boom, they open up the door. So now you can ask them, answer the question, then ask them. Boom, there you go. Question done. The hard part's over. Now, you will be surprised how many people, I don't judge people that still live with their parents, because rent is so ghetto. It's so ghetto. So I don't judge people that live with their parents like that. It really depends on how old you are. If you're over 35 and you still live with your parents, I don't know. That's a red flag for me. But listen, life is life, and life is a lot, and I'm not here to judge to a certain extent. If you still live with an ex or a baby mother or a baby father, your time here is done with me. No, literally, your time here is done with me, because I don't got time. And a lot of times that be the case. And let me tell y'all, because like when people break up, okay, for those of you who don't know, couples break up, right? After moving in together. And when you do break up, you sign the lease. You don't want to really break the lease, because that can open up a whole can of worms, credit score against who. It's a whole lot, right? So a lot of times what they do is they agree to both still live there, or somebody may move out and they still paying the rent. That's a different story. But if they both still live there because of the agreement, the legal agreement that they signed when it comes to the lease, that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag, because, all right, cool. Y'all might be broken up, quotations. Y'all might be broken up, but at the same time, y'all still live under the same household. So it's giving, you're not ready to be out here on these streets looking for anything serious. And I'm on these streets looking for something serious. So, yeah, I gotta go. So, yes. Who do they live with? Who do they live with? Okay? And let me tell y'all something for my ladies. This is another episode that I gotta make for my ladies, but don't let these men come to your house. Do not let these men come to your house. It's not safe. Two, it's just your house is supposed to be your kingdom. Somebody come with the wrong energy, it could throw off your whole kingdom. I'm a big believer in that. But listen, and honestly, don't be going to these guys' houses too. I be seeing too many crazy stories about like things that happen at couples, people getting robbed. It was a story I saw not too long ago. This guy robbed a stripper for $10,000 she had in her house. Like, it was just crazy. Like, it's just too much going on. And like, your address, you gotta treat that like your social security number. Y'all need to be more standoffish when it comes to things like that, because then when things end and y'all on bad terms, now they got your address. Congratulations. But anyway, listen, the question of the day and the detective work that you need to do if you out here in the streets and you dating and you trying to look for something serious, okay, because that's what this whole series for serious people only. You need to do the research on who they live with, sis. Who they live with, bro. Who does she live with? Do she still live with her baby father, bro? Like, let's get down and funky with it. Like, bro, is that really her cousin? Because, was that really her brother? Like, have you been to the crib? Listen, who they live with? That's the question of the day. And I'm going to leave that right there. So if you made it to this part of the episode, I love you. And if you didn't, it's okay. Hopefully you tuned in and it made you want to ask that question. Like, yo, who does this mother effer want to live with? Like, hold on. Because now it got me thinking. And that's the whole point of this podcast. I want you to think. I want to open up them brain cells in the morning and get it fire up in here. It's burning hot. We on fire. I'm telling you. Okay. But anyway, listen, guys, if you haven't signed up for my monthly giveaways, please sign up. It's my way of thanking you for listening to me. And yeah, we're going to do it February 15th. There's going to be a new winner. And yeah, I'm excited. So go to www.iamstacyp.com and do those monthly giveaways. Do the monthly giveaways. Do. All right, anyway. Yeah, y'all know I get too excited sometimes. Like, the more episodes I make, the more comfortable I get to be my silly natural self. And like Instagram fam, y'all already know I am the most silliest morning person that you'll probably ever meet in your life. Like, I can promise you that. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to stop blabbling because here, look, you see when I'm in a good mood, I start talking. That's the problem. But yes, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. And I will see you guys in my next episode.